In this video, I'll be giving 10 signs that you are being controlled and manipulated, and I'll also be mentioning some ways that you can avoid these influences. If you find the video to be useful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for future videos, and remember to click on the bell symbol to make sure that you receive notifications. So on with the video. I think recent events have really shown us how easily it can be for a few people in a supposed position of power to have great influence and control over the masses without people even questioning what is going on. So I have some ideas about what it is about society that has led to this kind of a situation. I'd be really interested to hear your ideas, so please write any thoughts you have in the comments section below. Okay, so on to sign number 1, and just to let you know, you can also follow these points in the description below, as I've listed them in the description. Number 1 is that you are in a state of fear. So when someone is in a state of fear, it's very easy to influence them because their brain is the older reptilian brain, which is really an automatic reaction, all to do with survival, is activated, and we act in crazy ways without thinking about it. So at the moment, obviously, panic buying is a very popular example of that. And also, when we're in a great state of fear, we're much more impressionable. So if it looks like there could be a solution to this thing that we fear, then we're much more likely to just accept that without even thinking about it. So yeah, I guess if I'm giving ideas as we go along, is that rather than looking for solutions to a problem that has occurred, I would say, use your critical faculties to work out how this problem came about in the first place, do your own research and work out a way to put a stop to that, rather than plastering over a problem with solutions which only lead to further problems, perhaps worse than the original problem. Number 2 is the divide and conquer. So you see polarisation of people and you start feeling annoyed perhaps with your peers, or you see people blaming each other, people policing each other. And really what this is a distraction from what's really going on, because these people who want power, they know that if they can get people busy, getting annoyed with each other, arguing amongst each other, all the while they're happily going along with whatever they've got planned, and no one's noticing because people are too busy deciding if it's right or wrong to buy 2 cucumbers in the supermarket. And I have actually seen that exact example. So yeah, the real point there is just to be aware of this dynamic, because if you're aware of it, you can stop for a minute and think before creating an enemy out of your peer, and look up to see who really is creating the problem here. Number 3 is guilt tripping. So if someone wants power, a great way to distract you from that, again a distraction, is to get you worried about whether you might be doing something wrong or bad, or whether you or anyone around you is wrong or bad. And if you're so worried and focused on that, again, you're not aware of perhaps the bigger picture and perhaps what worse thing might be going on than perhaps what you could possibly may have done wrong. And number 4 is very typical of an abusive dynamic, is that you are isolated from friends and family. And abusers do this because they know that if you have support around you, you're able to form different opinions, you get different input, you have an escape route. Whereas if you're on your own, you don't have that support around you, you're more vulnerable, and you're more vulnerable to whatever they decide is going to be your reality. Number 5 is dependency. So what I'm going to do is actually, number 5 is going to be the last one of this video, and I'm going to make this 2 separate videos. So I'll just finish on this point of dependency. So what if someone wants control over you, a great way to do that is to take away the things that you need. And obviously a very clear example of this is financial abuse. So they will stop you being able to bring in money, they will sabotage that in some way, and so you'll then have to be dependent on them, conveniently, and it creates this dynamic where you have no choice but to please them and do what they want, because otherwise you're not going to get what you either want or need for survival. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to divide this into 2 videos because I don't want this one to be too long. So I will catch you in part 2.